Alright guys, now we have this checkout page ready. Okay, so the next functionality is to place the order. Okay, so in this one we are going to handle this place order functionality. So before we do that, we actually want to store this billing address and all those stuff, right? So for this we'll need some database tables. Okay, I have this sheet here. So here you can see these are the models we are going to create for the order functionality. Okay, so in the first one will be payment. Of course, we are going to store all the payment details inside the payment table. Okay, so this is the model, and in the order model we are actually going to store the order number and the payment foreign key and this billing address and if the order is purchased or not. Okay, and all these IP address and all these things. Okay, so in the order product table we are actually going to store the information about the product which is ordered. Okay, so we need two tables. Okay, so we cannot just add the products inside one table. Okay, so because order is one, and inside the order we can have multiple products, right? So that's the reason we are going to create two products, two database tables for this product. Okay, and this one is payment. Okay, so in the as you can see here, we have created a foreign key for this payment in the order model. Also we have created a foreign key and a foreign key for this order as well as payment in this order product model. Okay, so all these are actually interconnected. All right, so what we are going to do is we are actually going to store these data before the payment successful. Okay, so like before you make the payment, we are going to store all these information. Okay, so we are also going to generate the order ID here in this order model. Okay, so once the payment is successful, what we'll do, we will just transfer all the cart item to this order product model. Okay, so that we will see all the products that are ordered. Okay, so once that is done, and we'll also delete the cart item. Okay, so because once the order is completed, once the order is successful, then we of course we need to clear the cart item, and also we need to decrease the product quantity. Okay, so if for example if I have if the inventory has like 100 products and I purchased the 10 products, then after completion of the successful order, we need to decrease that 10 products. Then the remaining product quantity will be 90 in the inventory. Okay, so that's how it works, and at last we'll be sending the order received email to the customer. Okay, so that's the flow. This is just a basic flow. Okay, and nothing very complicated in this, and you'll also get to know so many things while working with this this flow. All right, so let's get started with creating these models. Okay, so first of all, to handle all these models, we are going to create a new app called orders. Okay, so let's go to this code. All right, I think I closed my code. Okay, so I'll just say open with the atom. All right, let me run it for now. Anyways, see what we all right, I think we have some code to push to the GitHub, right? So what I'll do, I'll just stop the server, just see what is there to push. We have some account views cart context person. Okay, so I'll just say git add -a. Okay, we'll first push all this code to the GitHub before we get started with the orders. Okay, now let's say git commit -m. We can say handled cart and checkout page for the logged in users. Okay, now I'll say git push origin main. So I think it's better to start with the new video. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just stop this video for now here, and I'll see you in the next one.